I respect what he did. He's in the game. Yeah. Niggas got to go. Come on, bro. You heard?
There's levels.
You dig? And 38 Special is nice. You heard? Like I dig it and shit like that. You dig? But come on, bro.
There's levels.
You dig? Like you dig? Come on, bro. This, especially if you're fresh like that. You heard? Like if you're drip, your shit ain't fucking get together.
Man. And Jim Jones too, you nigga. I seen that about me, nigga. And at the end of the day, even if I did go all the way in, anything you do in battle rap is warranted. You watch URL, them niggas get super disrespectful. They talking about niggas' kids and shit.
It seems like more clout chasey shit that's been on, like I've been saying from the rip.
First of all, and there's a lot of points to hit on this, so I'll try to not speak as slow as I normally do. First of all, anticipation was way too high.
Yeah.
People were expecting something. He was teasing something. He was leading up to it. You shot a video. You got Fat Joe and Jadakiss lookalikes.
Right.
You're at the Summer Jam. I'm rolling with what Park say. If you bold, be bold, nigga. Do it in A-Town. Go ahead and do it.
But, Joe, that's like when niggas be saying I'm in your hood, but I'm in your hood at 4 in the morning when ain't nobody outside.
I understand.
It's not the
I understand that.
It's not the same.
But he's booked to perform at Summer Jam.
Facts.
Before all
pre-show or main stage, that's a big moment, especially for an underground act.
Yeah, it is.
So he is supposed to go up there and relish in that. I'm not mad at that. Anticipation was too high to under-deliver. Okay. And I think the consensus is that he did under-deliver with this one. 2, I agree with Parks. I didn't think about the bot, but I did think about the BPM. If you dissing somebody, let's speed it up a little bit. Let's get some, it's adrenaline, it's the chakras, it's.
But let me ask y'all a question. If you dissing somebody, regardless of what the BPMs are, if the lyrics is fire, does it really, really matter?
It does.
Yeah.
The presentation matters.
Yeah, it does. The beat is always gonna matter.
Yes.
How it's received, and a lot of the consumers, the beat is a large part of that. We'll catch what you're saying at some other time. The beat is important. But that's their style. He slowed it down. That's my third point. Spesh is already on record saying, Jim Jones, you're not qualified to even speak in rapper conversations. Okay, then why are we dedicating, I'm sorry, 80%, 90% of a diss track toward Jim Jones? For me, that seems counterproductive if you're that dismissive of who he is.
Agreed.
Which you said you were. Fourth, I'm totally against dissing Chrissy.
1000%.
1,000.
Yeah. Always.
That's where it lost.
That's where you get to bozo land.
That's where
for
it lost.
me. Like, what are you doing?
That's where it lost me.
Now, from his perspective, war is war.
Nope.
I just don't think that that's wise. I've been consistent in that. He thinks he's dissing Jim Jones and Jadakiss and whoever, and you dissing Rock Nation and Bird Gang and all the people that all of these people are affiliated with. So that's musicians, that's venues, it's too much to name. If you down to do that, see, I think he just doing some rapper shit, which is what I said, on some old school, hey, I came in the game thinking I could rap with everybody, let's rap, nigga, I'm better than you niggas. But that wasn't the game. It's way bigger than that. So if you down to do that, cool. Dissing Chrissy just seems like a total misstep.
I never loved dissing family, especially this early in the game before we even get to like real mudslinging.
Yeah.
Like
Unless
this started from wearing a white tee or whatever the fucking Jim Jones initial diss was. Like, we don't need to go to lives.
I agree with
Personal opinion.
Like that. And again, if you really think you could rap and out rap,
then do it.
Rap his ass under the bus.
Right.
Like, yo, you that low hanging. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of dissing
But
nobody's wife.
especially Chrissy, to
Any
me.
of that.
I'm not a fan of dissing nobody's wife. But some people just are known for minding their business. Some people are known for the silence. Some people, the way they silent is so gangster.
Yeah, you gotta respect it.
What are you fucking
She don't bother
doing, yo?
nobody.
You
Not a soul.
Like, those people those people you don't involve in whatever sideshow you're doing.
This is new era diss record, which is weird coming from Spesh, who's of age. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to the family and mudslinging is not like the cloth of rapper that he usually portrays.
We lost the plot.
Yeah.
This started with him and Jadakiss, and now we on him and Jim Jones and his wife.
Yeah, I ain't like it.
We've left your lyrical ability now.
Right.
Now they judging your song making. You probably blackballed from a few things. It's probably a few events that you shouldn't attend now, for sure. And it's like, for what? For the fans' first impression from that diss track? Like, it ain't even like you did this and then followed with like a plan.
Monster.
Like, I don't understand what 38 Spesh is doing. Yes, he can rap. Yes, I like him. This is improper planning, improper strategy, and just this song is
bad execution.
This is letting the internet.
This
is letting the internet talk you into jumping off a bridge in a bad way.
But
I don't understand it. I don't. And I was trying to invite him up here to speak to 38 Spesh directly, but I ain't in the mudslinging. And once you do that, what you want me to do? I can't sit next to you.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%.
Please don't shoot at me. I'm just chilling. I'm just commentating, calling it. Gotta call a fair fight. Now that we've heard the Spesh diss track, don't do it again. Don't say Don't say Jadakiss, Sunkiss,
Jada Pinky.
Jada Pinky, right?
Speculation has been building ever since 38 Spesh directed bars at Chrissy Lampkin, Jim Jones's longtime partner, and it immediately raised questions across the internet about why he chose to bring her into it at all. Why mention Chrissy in the middle of a rap battle in the first place? But 38 Spesh clearly operates by a different set of rules once another artist steps into that arena with him, and his mindset appears to be that once a battle starts, nobody connected to the opponent is automatically off the table. He's made it clear that outside criticism isn't going to change his approach once he's on wax, and in his world, when the pressure's real, essentially nothing is considered untouchable. This situation is escalating quickly, and it's worth diving straight into it because everyone already knows how this started. But that Chrissy line pushed things into a completely different territory, and the entire conversation shifted overnight. We already saw Jadakiss and 38 Spesh trading shots back and forth, but since then, the situation has expanded well beyond just those two names. DJ Khaled got pulled in, Fat Joe's camp started talking tough, and then Jim Jones inserted himself into the mix as well. Looking at it objectively, Jim essentially stepped into a battle that wasn't originally his, and now 38 Spesh is redirecting his attention squarely at him. Before getting into Spesh's response, it's worth revisiting what happened at Summer Jam, where Chrissy Lampkin, the love and hip-hop personality and Jim Jones's longtime partner, once again became part of the conversation, catching bars in a battle she never actually started. That particular moment on stage got people talking immediately, and it marked a clear escalation in the disrespect between 38 Spesh and Jim Jones. A lot of fans felt Chrissy should have been left out of it entirely, arguing that partners and family members shouldn't be dragged into rap beef, especially when they're not the ones holding a microphone or participating directly. But 38 Spesh comes out of that raw, no-holds-barred rap battle tradition, the world of Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, and Charlie Clips, and he clearly respects that style of combat, where once two rappers step into a battle, nearly any angle becomes fair game in his eyes. That doesn't mean everyone agrees with that approach, but it does explain why he hasn't backed away from those bars despite the criticism.
Shit. Hold up, yo, Jim, I got a bone to pick. That's some whole shit worried about how another nigga clothes fit. When your house on a foreclosed list. You lost your crib in 06, and this nigga still homesick. What I really don't get, you wanna be a street nigga so bad that you got Alpo old bitch, but Poe says she don't blow dick. Poe says she don't. Man, this nigga talking like a boss, but ain't giving out no jobs. Nigga, you can't even go home and get a blowjob. Before you made cash off rap, what was your job? Jim's story faker than the one Fat Joe robbed. And your broad face type ballad, without that body work, that bitch would be shaped like Khaled. Better replace them steaks for some late night salads. No matter how much you hate, you can't take my talent. You fucking with a real man with steel hands. I took kilograms and build brands. Got a flow that could fill stands. And only reason Kiss eating, cause he Fat Joe little man. And since y'all went and got that hook from Stove Dog, I just might go in the back and hook Stove Dog. Kiss, you'll never be your own boss. And only a bitch ass nigga record phone calls.
Take a listen to this next clip, because Spesh takes things even further here, telling Jim Jones directly that he's lucky, and letting that statement just sit there without much elaboration. Pay close attention to how he frames it, because that single word carries a lot of weight. Essentially, Spesh is suggesting those initial shots were relatively restrained compared to what could come if people continue pushing him. He said he came up studying the URL and Smack DVD battle rap era, a scene known for artists crossing lines, attacking every possible angle, and showing little restraint once the camera started rolling. For anyone looking to catch the full conversation, the complete interview is expected to drop tomorrow, so keep an eye on 05 The Movement and China Brim, since that's where the full sit-down with 38 Spesh will be available. It's worth understanding the mindset he's describing here. For artists who came up watching that particular battle rap era, the format is treated almost like verbal warfare, where once a match begins, very little is considered protected, and virtually anything can become material for a punchline. That approach is undeniably harsh, but it reflects the culture and tradition Spesh clearly has a lot of respect for.
On Jim Jones. Why you brought up his girlfriend, Chrissy? Or it just was a good time to do it?
Get this understood, right? I watch URL battle rapping. And if you watch URL battle rapping, that wasn't even disrespectful, homie. That was light. You understand me? That's light to compare to where I'm gonna take it if niggas keep playing with.
When it comes to Chrissy Lampkin specifically, his stance appears to be that because she's a public figure who's appeared on Love and Hip Hop, with parts of her personal life having already played out publicly on television and in the media, he considers that fair territory to reference in a battle. In Spesh's view, he's simply taking information that's already out there and turning it into material. But he didn't stop at that explanation. He went further, making clear that criticism over the approach isn't going to change his direction, and signaling that he's fully prepared to keep pushing this further if needed. In the clip, Spesh even brings up his own mother, who has passed away, essentially saying he's not concerned about where this battle could go, even if it means opening up personal territory of his own. His overall message comes across as, there's no limit here as far as he's concerned, framing it as Jim Jones being fortunate that his response has been relatively restrained so far, since in Spesh's telling, Jim was the one who inserted himself into the situation first. Because of that, he seems to view every angle as fair game moving forward, which is why he's not holding anything back, showing he's willing to address whatever comes up and put it directly on record.
Ain't something to you, homie. This ain't had nothing to do about his girl. I was making a point about him, how bad he wanted to be a street nigga.
Oh, okay.
Talking no bad about his woman. You understand? And at the end of the day, even if I did go all the way in, anything you do in battle rap is warranted. You watch URL, them niggas get super disrespectful. They talking about niggas' kids and shit. Stupid shit. You understand? This battle rap, nigga. This a blood sport. What y'all want me to say? Oh, yo, you nice. I think you a good person and all that. Man, fuck all that. I'm picking you niggas apart with truth, homie. So it is what it is. Niggas can say this, that, and the third, homie. This a blood sport. It is what it is. When did we start getting soft? Yo, you mentioned this girl, nigga. I mentioned your mama, nigga. What's wrong with these niggas, man? You hear me? This is a blood sport, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. Mention my mama. My mama dead, nigga.
I love the energy.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'ma mention yours, nigga. She gonna have to live and witness you get fucked up. Mine's gone, nigga.
That's right.
Nigga, we could do whatever, nigga.
This has taken a serious turn, since he's showing no signs of backing off from either Jim Jones or Chrissy Lampkin, and he's made clear that if his own family gets brought into it, he's fully prepared to respond in kind. This is really where the debate heats up, since Jim Jones has built a strong, respected reputation in hip-hop over the years, which is part of why so many people are surprised to see 38 Spesh pressing him this directly and openly. Spesh has framed it as Jim being fortunate he didn't push things even further, and that kind of warning naturally leaves people wondering how far a follow-up track could actually go. So the bigger question becomes, should someone like Chrissy be considered off-limits once a battle reaches the recording booth? Should partners, parents, and family generally be protected? Or does anything already public become fair material once two artists start exchanging bars? Personally, there's an understandable logic behind that old-school battle rap mentality, but there's also an argument that these things are best settled entirely through the music. Let the record speak and let fans decide who comes out ahead, because once a situation moves beyond that, it risks becoming something much bigger than rap. At the core of it, Spesh's position seems to be that he feels justified addressing anyone connected to the situation, particularly public figures, arguing that public life naturally invites public commentary. So far, Jim Jones hasn't visibly lost his composure through any of this. From Spesh's perspective, Jim inserted himself into a conflict that didn't originally involve him, and as a result, Chrissy Lampkin ended up facing unwanted attention because of that decision. Genuine respect goes out to Chrissy here, since nobody really wants to get pulled into someone else's rap battle, but this is clearly the direction Spesh has chosen to take things. In his view, battle rap functions as a kind of lyrical blood sport, where any public detail is considered fair game, and no one gets automatic protection. Whether fans agree with that mentality or believe family and partners should remain off limits is really the heart of this debate. Feel free to weigh in down in the comments. Should 38 Spesh have left Chrissy out of it entirely, or is everyone tied to the situation fair game once the records start dropping? Personally, there's something respectable about how he's choosing to handle both Jim Jones and Jadakiss primarily through music, keeping the pressure focused in the booth, and that $500,000 challenge shows he genuinely wants this competition taken seriously. But here's the bigger angle that isn't getting enough attention. That challenge shifts this from ordinary trash talk into a real public test. Spesh is putting actual money, pride, and reputation on the line, which forces everyone involved to make a real decision. Either step into the booth and compete, ignore the challenge entirely, or respond outside of music and risk the situation looking overly personal instead of competitive. Jadakiss is already a respected veteran with nothing left to prove, which is exactly why Spesh continues applying pressure, knowing fans will keep asking whether Jadakiss accepts the challenge, drops a response record, or lets the younger artist's hunger speak louder in the meantime. Sometimes staying quiet reads as the mature move, but in battle rap specifically, silence can also let the other artist control the entire narrative. Jim Jones, meanwhile, is dealing with a different kind of problem entirely, since this originally wasn't his conflict at all, but once he stepped into the conversation, Spesh found a new target to focus on. Now, every interview, post, and public reaction risks becoming material for another future record. That's exactly how these situations tend to escalate without anyone ever actually crossing paths in person. And realistically, fans themselves are fueling a lot of this momentum too, since every clip gets reposted, every line gets picked apart, and even quiet stretches generate fresh speculation. Spesh clearly understands that dynamic, and right now, he's positioning himself as someone actively chasing the spotlight, the competition, and the pressure all at once. Another factor making this situation genuinely risky for everyone's reputation is how deliberately 38 Spesh appears to be timing his moves. He isn't throwing out random shots daily. He drops a line, lets the internet debate it, then follows up with another statement that pushes the story forward even further. That's calculated, sustained pressure, and right now, everyone else involved is essentially being forced to respond on his timeline.
This ain't had nothing to do about his girl. I was making a point about him, how bad he wanted to be a street nigga.
Oh, okay.
Talking no bad about his woman. You understand? And at the end of the day, even if I did go all the way in, anything you do in battle rap is warranted. You watch URL, them niggas get super disrespectful. They talking about niggas' kids and shit. Stupid shit. You understand? This battle rap, nigga. This a blood sport. What y'all want me to say? Oh, yo, you nice. I think you a good person and all that. Man, fuck all that. I'm picking you niggas apart with truth, homie. So it is what it is. Niggas can say this, that, and the third, homie. This a blood sport. It is what it is. When did we start getting soft? Yo, you mentioned this girl, nigga. I mentioned your mama.
Jim Jones also has to weigh his next move carefully. If he responds too aggressively, people might say Spesh clearly got to him. If he stays quiet, fans could interpret that as having no real answer after Chrissy's name was brought into it. Either way, the conversation keeps building, and Spesh remains right at the center of it. There's also the broader New York industry dynamic playing out in the background. Jadakiss, Jim Jones, Fat Joe, and DJ Khaled all share long-standing relationships built over years in the industry, while Spesh represents that upstate perspective that often feels like it doesn't get the same recognition. Because of that, this is slowly becoming something bigger than a single diss record, starting to feel more like established veteran names being challenged by an artist who believes he deserves more respect and attention. That may genuinely be Spesh's real objective here, pushing back on the idea that established legends should be untouchable or beyond challenge, and instead wanting everyone judged by what they're actually delivering right now, not just by past accomplishments. It's a bold mindset, and it's exactly why this situation keeps getting harder to look away from.
Whatever your name is, 38 Spesh, whatever your name is, right? You got 24 hours to let me know who Tyrone Members is. You got 24 hours. He called 65 years behind the wall. He's from the Rock, aka Rochester, right? You got 24 hours to respond. I did my homework. Let me know who Tyrone Members is. He came back on the reversal, and he passed away with stomach cancer behind the wall in the early 2000s. I need to know who that is. You got 24 hours to respond, B. You heard? BXTS, you know the vibe. Let me know who Tyrone Members is.
Hey, yo, Fat Joe. Spent 20 years as a man in prison. We deal with paperwork, homie. And we don't do all that slander shit, right? So I got a question for you. Who is Scotty Spina? Who is Scotty Spina? What the fuck you did to Scotty Spina? Yeah, Terror Squad, what he did to Scotty Spina? Who is Scotty? Ask him who is Scotty Spina. You ain't got 24 hours to respond. You got 12 hours to...
It is what it is, and Spesh's whole approach comes down to putting your money where your mouth is. He doesn't shy away from speaking freely, and that confidence largely stems from being self-made throughout his career. He's never relied on a major label deal, never had industry relationships to protect, and never built his career around answering to anyone above him. Coming straight out of Rochester, New York, he carved out his own lane, which is part of why he feels like no one can dictate what he says on a record. That independence also makes him significantly harder to pressure into backing down. Spesh appears fully willing to put his reputation on the line, challenge respected, established names, and use any publicly available angle, even when that means touching on someone's partner, parent, or family. If you're enjoying this breakdown, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Let us know where you stand in the comments, because this is admittedly a sensitive topic. Did 38 Spesh go too far by bringing Chrissy into it, or is that simply part of the territory once battle rap starts, where anyone connected becomes fair game? Share your take below, keep the discussion respectful, and salute.
I think I'm better than everybody.
Let's get to that. That's what I'm talking. I respect that.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something else. Would you like to be on the same stage with Jim Jones or Jadakiss and y'all, you know what I'm saying, hash this out?
Yeah, so check this, right? This is what I want to say right here, right? Check this. Jada want to do something, we ain't got to go back and forth, right? I got $500,000 on me right now. We could do 3 verses on the stage. You heard? Round for round, 3 verses, round for round. That's it. And we handle this like men in the ring. All of that back and forth shit. I got $500,000 on me. We could do 3 rounds in the ring, 3 verses. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the cash, have Fat Joe put it up, nigga. You heard me? No, seriously.
Nah, I respect that. I respect that.
And that's how we can handle that. If not, then we ain't gotta go with the back and forth shit, throw shots on other niggas' records. Before tell him before he diss me on a song that he don't own. You know, we could go and put up some cash and do this the right way. I gotta have a ticket on myself. And we could do this in a ring with no crowd because this ain't a popularity contest. 3 judges. We could have G-Rap, Rakim, and Big Daddy Kane as the judges, homie.
Woo.
We keep this shit all